So I got afraid to leave the house. I just laid in bed all the time. And I wasn't taking care of myself. And yeah, I got really depressed. I thought, this is it. I'm just going to be disabled like this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to go anywhere or do anything.
Hey, we are back with our new favorite format, right?
Yeah.
This is interviewing. It's so nice. We've done one. This is our second one.
Yes.
And we are doing STUFR Connect interviews because we want to share other army stories with all of you. Because I love making the world a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah? Who do we have today, Tim?
We have Jill.
Jill is coming up right now.
Hey, I'm Jill from California. Nice to meet you guys.
It is awesome that you want to join us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking your time.
Sure.
Yeah, so you are an army, right?
Right.
Right. And
I'm an older army. But
oh,
yes.
can I ask your age? I know it's not really polite to ask a
No.
lady.
I'm proud. I'm proud of all these gray hairs. I'm 59.
Oh, wow. Oh, you don't look
Ah.
59.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Maybe,
Yeah.
but we're all the way in the Netherlands, so we're very far apart, so maybe that's it.
I won't get you close to the camera.
You're the nicest always.
Yes. I'm always nice. So Jill, yeah, let's just start at your story. How did you discover BTS?
Well, I was recovering from a really bad back injury, so I was laying around a lot, watching YouTube videos, and I love the figure skater Adam Rippon. I don't know if you know him.
No.
And
Heard of the name.
he's an Olympic medalist,
Yeah.
and he is hysterical. And he has a YouTube channel where he teaches amateurs how to skate, and it's really funny. And he did a routine to Boy With Love.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh. And it wasn't in English, obviously. And I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. And he's such an incredible performer, Adam Rippon. And he did this great routine where he acted out some of the dance moves that the boys did. Well, I had no idea who these boys were. So I'm like frantically searching because I didn't know the title of the song because it's in Korean. And it took me a while, and I found Boy With Love, and that was it. That was the end. I just kept going. I need to know more about these guys. I saw the Boy With Love dance practice, and I immediately picked up my bias right there. I went, I don't know who he is, but I like him, and that was it for me. And that was last April, I think. It was right when Boy With Love came out, April 2019.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
It was
yeah,
released,
and so I went down with the BTS rabbit hole. I totally immersed myself, and I just love them. They're just fantastic. So
And
yep, never look back.
Who turned out to be your bias?
My bias is Tim's bias.
Oh.
And if you've ever seen that Boy With Love dance practice,
No, we haven't. Not yet.
No. But it's
Well,
still my favorite
Jimin-
song.
Jimin had red hair then. He had the orange hair then.
Mm.
And yeah, I said, I don't know who the guy with the boots and the orange hair is, but that's it right there for me.
Stop right now. Yes.
Done.
Wrap it up. Pack it in.
Yeah. And so I never looked back. And I just started, I think the second video I saw was Mic Drop, which is completely different
Mm-hmm.
from Boy With Love. And then I was fascinated. I'm like, okay, well, how do they just dance like this?
Mm-hmm.
And they have incredible voices. And then they do something like Mic Drop. I'm like, okay, all right. That I need to figure out why.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then I just kept going and going and going. I think I've seen almost everything they've done.
So our question in our video that we did to what you responded was, how did BTS change your life or save your life, or what did BTS do for you?
Well, the last several years were pretty tough. So we got hit with the recession, and I lost my job. And I decided at the age of 50 I was going to go back to college.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. And so I went back to college, and I only had 2 more courses, and I had a major back injury. And it really affected me, not just physically, but emotionally affected me. And they say there's something about a back injury that really it affects you differently, like a shoulder or a hip or a knee. And it's a very sensitive spot of your body emotionally. So I kind of just went down to a really dark place.
Oh.
So I got afraid to leave the house. I just laid in bed all the time. And I wasn't taking care of myself. And I got really depressed. I thought, this is it. I'm just going to be disabled like this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to go anywhere or do anything. And that's when I saw, so that was, I forgot how long I was like that, 5 or 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Of just being,
Wow.
just, not going anywhere. I missed my kid's college graduation. And then I saw that video, the Alan Rippon. I thought, oh, this is interesting. And I hadn't listened to music for a long time. I worked in a dental office and I had to listen to that piped in music all day. And I just wanted silence when I came home. My husband and I both really love music, but we're kind of the 70s classic rock kind of people. And I thought, I just don't like the music.
Yeah.
I don't like what they're singing about. I don't like the anger. I don't like all misogyny and the swear words. And I don't like it. It doesn't mean anything to me. And this is how the thing with BTS is that you guys have found out. Once you're attracted to the dancing, and of course they're handsome guys, so they're visually great to look at, they're entertaining, they sing great, they rap right, and then you start to peel off the layers of them. And I think you guys have watched, have you guys watched the whole BTS story about their albums and the trilogies and the map of the soul?
No,
okay.
Not even yet. We still have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and I think that's what they appealed to me on an intellectual level, is that, first of all, I love the message that they were sending. I loved how they represent young people. And if you've ever seen Namjoon do his UN speech, it will change you. I mean, it's so inspiring to see a young person do this. It's incredible. And I was just so struck by how they just motivated all these people. I'm like, what is it about all these people that are attracted to these guys? So, and I'll be really honest, I think I love them more as people than I do their music. I mean, I love their music, but I'm so fascinated with these 7 young men that have come together as one unit that are really, and I don't think it's hyperbole to say they're changing the world. I mean, they have really done so much amazing things for cross-culture, young people, uniting people from all over the world. I mean, here we are separated, and we have this connection. And I just thought, why is it? And so I was more fascinated with the psychology of them, and that's my major is human development, which is psychology, sociology, and anthropology. So I'm just interested in humans and how we work. And I just said, these guys are just fascinating. So I was into the music and all that, and watching them dance. And they're really funny, their crack videos. And then I started watching them doing their personal stuff, like they run BTS, and they have the docu-series. So you guys went to the movie where there's 2 other movies, and there's 3 other documentary series. And then you think, oh my God, he struggled. Oh my God, he got injured, or oh, he's really insecure, or he's got writer's block or whatever. And it was so relatable. And they made me laugh, like belly laugh, for the first time since I hurt my back. So about 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
That I laughed to the point of crying. I was laughing so hard.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden I started, because I was laughing, I was getting all this joy from something. I started feeling better. I started having more energy. I started smiling more. I was dancing around the house, which I had barely been able to get out of bed. And they really, I think, got me out of that really deep depression of having such a bad injury that I had basically just given up. I thought, okay, this is it. I'm just going to be in bed, and my life's over. So yeah, they just really inspired me, and I just think they're just really incredible people, and it makes you hopeful.
I think that is,
it makes you hopeful.
Yeah, exactly, and that is, I think, you just described it so perfectly.
Yes.
That is I would call it added value. It is not just music. It's not just a video. It is.
It always reminds me of what Namjoon says so perfectly. Like, use me
Yeah.
Even if it
Yeah.
gives you like 1% of happiness,
Yeah.
if it adds 1% to your happiness, then my purpose is.
And it's
that's what-
truthful
yeah.
because they are
It's
not
there.
just saying it to sell records or because
Yeah.
they have to say it by that because of their manager. They really are those kind of people.
Yeah. And I think that's it's like lightning in a bottle.
Mhm.
You can take every guy, you could take Yoongi, you can take Jim and anybody. And individually they are so gifted and so talented and such nice people. But then when you get the seven of them together, I'm 59. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I haven't. It's just and you can tell once you guys start going into their docuseries and looking at you can see they're not faking it.
No.
And
yeah.
I think in this time where there's so many,
No, but
not
it's
to get
true.
into politics, but I live in the United States.
No,
which is not
yeah,
a really good
yeah.
place to be living right now.
I have a feeling why.
And so not to get political, but
No.
Every day is something horrible we're hearing, and every day it's oppression, and every day it's, innocent men being shot in the streets, and federal agents coming into your town, and that's another reason why I wasn't doing so well. I was just fascinated with the news all day. And
Yeah.
now I've given up the news. And my husband will start talking. I go, I'm going to the BTS world now. I have to go watch Boy with Love
Yeah.
to cleanse my palate because, and they lifted me up. And it probably took around 3 or 4 months before I really started to oh my God, I feel so much better. Why do I feel so much better?
Mm-hmm.
So off the pain medications, I'd be out and about if I could be out and about. And they literally changed me.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah. So it's a little hard to talk about, but that was yesterday, and
Yeah. Here you are.
we move forward today, and
Mm-hmm.
So they're just I really like them, and I think they're doing just such great work, not just for the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
but I think
No.
young people really need, and well, not just young people need somebody to look up to.
Exactly, and that is what is so interesting about them, because at first my whole thought, because I'd heard about them, I'd seen a picture or I'd seen like
I
10
think it was
seconds.
the only group I've ever heard of related to K-pop.
K-pop, and I always thought this would be that new thing that teenagers crave.
Right.
And then we started watching it, and I was like, I'm not a teenager, but I like this.
Yeah, the first one
Yeah.
for us was Blood, Sweat and Tears.
Blood,
and
Sweat,
it
and
was
Tears.
so-
It was
But
so
also like the video
intricate.
blew us away.
And the metaphors and there already, because my mother reacted to this as well, and you'll see it when when it is released. I don't know, of course, when this whole video will come out, but you'll see her say the same. The thing that you said about them being honest and pure and genuine, you see that in the first video by them that you watch. You just see it. They can't hide it. It is there.
No, and I think they make you think about things. So they really need to come up with a book group, because I have read so many books. Well, I enjoy reading, period. That I've read several books that have inspired their music. So Demian and The Little Prince, and I had
Oh,
a
I
star.
love that.
I had a
Le Petit Prince, yes, my favorite.
Yeah. I love
well,
it.
when you see Tim, when you see Jimin do his Serendipity, he is the Little Prince in that.
Oh,
so
wow.
keep that
I
in
love
mind.
that. Ooh,
So
then he
if
will
you
be
look-
biased.
I love it.
Right. So when you see his outfit and you see his hair, think of the book cover of The Little Prince.
It's
And I studied a lot of psychology in college, and I recognized their messages and the ego and the self and your shadow. And so intellectually, it stimulated me as well.
Exactly.
That they're giving me something to think about. It's not just, oh, I'm cute and I'm dancing around and and look at me and she broke up with me or whatever. This is like, hey, I have this thing inside of me and I don't want to admit it, but I need to because I need to learn how to love and accept myself. And I thought, and then maybe that's part of why I started feeling better, because I thought, okay, well, I have this injury. I can't do anything about it, but laying in bed all day feeling sorry for herself isn't going to do it.
No.
So I have to just accept this injury
Yeah.
and it's part of me now. It's never going to go away. and then I have to keep going.
Yeah.
So I think they just stimulate visually, auditorily, psychologically, spiritually. I think that's what's so attractive. Now, there could be young girls out there going, "Oh, he's so cute," and that's all they get.
Oh,
well, hey,
also
what? That's
perfect.
All they get, and that's fine.
Perfect.
But as
that's
a
also
59-year-old,
yeah. But you
but
need
as an older person, I think they're cute, but I want to do things like fold their laundry and make them cookies. I'm not.
I want to do that as well.
Yeah.
And then I want a reward. No, just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
And if I had a daughter now, that would be. But I have 2 grown sons.
Yeah.
So,
No, but it's true, and everybody is in their own journey, and if a teenager just connects with them because they're cute, that is their part of the journey where they are at in their life. They will still have to go through certain things, and as a teenager, you are discovering yourself. Why?
Exactly.
And that is why their message is also so damn important for that age group.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think.
Well, then as you guys get a little bit deeper, and you'll learn about the trilogy of their music. So they have their school, their schoolboy music, the school days. Then they have the era with the blood, sweat, and tears of it's called the liminal phase, where you're not really a kid, but you're not really an adult. You're kind of, and so that's what the whole blood, sweat, and tears is, that their temptation with, all kinds of things in your life, sexuality and music and, whatever you're looking at religions and philosophies and art. And then you get into the self-love part, the persona part of it. And so as a teenager growing up with that music, I think about these kids that started with, School Love Affair back in 2013. And now those kids are like maybe 20 now or 25 now, thinking, okay, well, I've grown up with them. And so maybe I'm not have a schoolgirl, the little crush stuff that they had at the beginning of their music. But now, hey, I'm into an adulthood, and I'm unsure about this, and and I doubt myself, and so you can see, and that's one other thing too, is that you can see them growing up through their music.
Yeah.
My kids are Jin's age, so I look at them of like, oh, I remember when my boys were that age. And now that one of them's married, you can see that, and that's also a fascinating aspect for me, is watching them grow up musically.
Definitely, yeah.
And as young men.
Yeah. Awesome. If there would be one thing that you could say to them as a group, what would it be?
Oh, well, I could be really cheeky and just say, hey, you're nice, keep going. Because that's what they would do, but I would probably just say, thank you for just inspiring so many people and for being so thoughtful and so intelligent with what you do and what you say and how you comport yourself, because we need more of that. So, but I would just quote Jim and you nice, keep going.
I think it's very important to connect with people, and like they will make you feel better, like they did for you, your story will also help people that went through the things that you went through, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now they can...
Well, they always say that BTS finds you when you need them.
Yeah.
So I truly believe that. I thought, oh, really? And I thought, I just heard so many stories from so many different people that, hey, I was really in a dark place and the song came on the radio, or my friend said, hey, listen to this, and they changed my life.
Yeah.
So,
And it did.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to learn more about them. It's been fun watching you guys find new songs and
we are loving
all
it.
of that. It's fun to watch you guys, and I love how your little banter and you guys. I just love it. I just think you guys are great.
We can't help it. Actually, it's who we are. So that is the thing.
No, but I think that's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I love
it.
Just what happens over the years.
Thank you so much for being awesome.
I
for
love
being
talking
here.
to you guys.
This was
so
amazing.
Fun.
We loved it as well.
It was really, really fun.
Okay. Can you say bye to our people?
Bye, everybody.
I always end with there you have it. Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
Second interview, bam. Again, so nice to meet these people.
Yeah.
Our first interview was spot on. Such beautiful people. And Jill, beautiful lady with beautiful story. It just makes me feel so happy inside that we are allowed to connect with amazing people like this.
Yeah.
Really makes
You're
me
really
humble.
lucky.
I hope you like watching this video. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. And there will be more interviews like this on the channel.
Yes.
This is our second.
But of course, we need people for that.
Yes.
So contact us.
Send an email or contact us on Instagram to get more details, and
Yeah.
then we'll set a date.
Instagram, email, Twitter,
Yes.
YouTube, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Whatever
you so
feels
much
good for you.
for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.